While most of you are still lost in the cinematic beauty of the second Avatar film, I have news regarding the next movie. The movie gave us more questions than answers, and turns out one of the characters will have an entirely new direction in the film. So, who's the character? Norm Spellman, a scientist who trained on Earth and joined the Avatar program, had an unknown past before he arrived on Pandora.
You're Jake, right? Tom's brother. Wow. You look just like him. Sorry, I'm Norm Spellman.
He studied the Na'vi language for 5 years and had 520 hours of simulation time to prepare for linking with his avatar.
I hear good things about you. How's your Na'vi?
Alveut ario hengaya. Now masatnok lurtok siveyi.
Now that's some hardcore determination, and I guess we don't need to know about his past. We can make a pretty solid guess. He was fascinated by Pandora and its environment, spending a lot of time exploring and collecting data on the flora and fauna. He was particularly interested in the connection between the Na'vi and their environment. Plus, his research contributed significantly to the understanding of the planet. Despite his dedication to science, Norm was friendly and outgoing, getting along well with most people, and had a particular fondness for the Na'vi.
Only their deity, their goddess made up of all living things, everything they know.
Though he wasn't on good terms with Sully because he got into the Omaticaya clan and, well, Norm didn't. Well, he put this envy aside, and the two became the closest of friends.
This is a very important part of it.
Norm's attitude has improved lately.
But it's not just I'm seeing you in front of me, it's I see into you. I see.
It's good he's back on board.
But there were times when Norm felt frustrated with Jake's ignorance of Pandora and its people. I guess not everyone can share the same enthusiasm. Still, Norm didn't let his frustration affect their friendship. He continued to help Jake learn about the Na'vi and Pandora. He also helped transfer Jake's consciousness into his avatar permanently, allowing him to become a true member of the Omaticaya clan.
Brother, please, do not attack the Sky people. Many Omaticaya will die if you do.
I hope everyone gets a friend like that, but most chances are that no one ain't that good. So what's his arc been like in the film so far? In most of the first film, he had the role that I just described. The soft, helpful guy tries to help the protagonist who's facing their cliche hurdles. Oh yes, so in the second movie, we see Norm again helping out the Sully family. Kiri finds herself having a seizure underwater, and Norm is there to save the day.
There's no bleed, there's no fracture, no effects of hypoxia. Brain looks good.
Now that's a rather unfortunate situation, having a seizure, and that too underwater, terrifying. But I guess we could say, that is the way of the water. Okay, terrible pun, I'm sorry. So Norm hasn't died like the other helpful supporting characters, and I don't think he'll be dying in the third film as well. Those aren't my words, but the words of the actor himself. Joel Moore reveals hints about Norm's story in the third movie. If you didn't know, the story for the second and third films was written back to back, all the way back in 2019. This means the cast all have a pretty good idea of what's coming in the next movie.
So excited, man! I can't. I'm like nervous to finally see. Like I've seen it all, but it's all been in pieces as it's going.
One of these cast members is Joel David Moore. He's the actor who plays Norm, by the way. In an interview, he revealed his character's fate in the upcoming movies. Well, he hinted at it. And no, Norm isn't dying. That's good news, right? Because it's always these innocent characters who won't do anything more than just help the protagonist. And honestly, I sometimes prefer these characters over the main lead. So in the interview, Moore said that he really enjoys his character and finds him pretty interesting.
Well, that's exactly right. And of course, there's three more. There's a lot of story in front of us, so that friendship stays strong through it. But I think that you're right.
He then revealed that this character will only improve in the upcoming films. If you take it at face value, then it seems like he's just a super smart guy who knows how to market. But I think you should take a closer look at his source, the script itself. According to him, the story keeps evolving, getting richer and richer and becoming more robust. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see it for ourselves. And don't worry, we won't have to wait another 13 years for the next movie. It's gonna be much quicker quicker than that, almost a couple of years to be precise. Till then, we gotta take Joel's word for it, though it seems like there's something he isn't telling us. A big secret regarding Norm's identity. After all, Norm might be Kiri's father. It's no surprise that fans are eagerly waiting for the third film's release, which has been in development for some time. The tentative title for the film is The Seed Bearer, which has raised many questions among fans about what the film will explore. Curious? One theory is that the title is a reference to Kiri's father, who's been a mysterious figure in the series. Kiri is one of the newer characters introduced in Avatar: The Way of Water, and she quickly became a fan favorite. To be honest, she's one of my favorites too. Kiri is a Na'vi who has a special connection to the environment. In the film's climax, she uses her powers to defeat the Sky People and save Neytiri and Toph. Kiri's powers were a revelation in the franchise and came as a surprise to the fans. The first film hardly hinted at any such supernatural abilities in the Na'vi characters or Dr. Augustine, Kiri's mother. In Avatar: The Way of Water, Spider and Luwak joked about Norm Spellman being Kiri's father, as he's someone who loves everything about Pandora.
So, who do you think knocked her up? Pretty sure it was Norm. Think about it, right? I mean, he's the teacher's pet. He's out at the lab with her all the time.
Bro, you're right. He's like in every shot. Like he's giving her looks.
But I don't think this is the case, and it might be nothing more than them just messing around. So the true identity of Kiri's father is still unknown. Though there's another theory regarding the meaning of the title, the Seed Bearer. The theory is that it could refer to Kiri's origins as a product of artificial insemination, or an experiment conducted by Dr. Augustine. In the film, we see Grace collecting samples linked to Eywa, the goddess of Pandora.
Eywa. She's so close. She's just there. Like a word about to be spoken.
It's possible that she was researching whether avatar bodies can give birth like the Na'vi do, but I guess there's no point in discussing it because only time will tell what's going to happen in the future. Either way, what's next for the Avatar? I just told you there was a fourth Avatar film on the way, right? Well, apparently there's a fifth one too. Yep, The Way of Water is supposed to be the first of 4 sequels to the original Avatar, so if you're a fan of the original, life couldn't get better than this. Of course, you did have to wait a lot before. All of us are proof of the phrase that good things come to those who wait. James Cameron spent years perfecting the story arc of the Sully family. I know it was a long wait, but I guess it was a good thing because now Cameron has even better technology for his films. He also revealed that Luwak will be replacing Sully as the narrator in the untitled third film. And that line alone makes us curious about what the future holds in store for the Avatar franchise. The next film will also hopefully address the entire conspiracy theory regarding Kiri's father. So I guess you guys should start planning your bets on which theory might be true. There are still almost 2 years till the release of the third film, and who knows, maybe we'll get another hint from another member of the cast and cause us to get into a frenzy all over again. Oh, and by the way, on an ending note, whether Norm is Kiri's father or not, the main thing is how we're finally getting a whole new Norm. That's all from me about Norm's new direction in the third Avatar film.